Okay, hello everyone. We're here again to do our gallery tour. Tales and Fables is the name of the exhibition, and I generally do a little walk around with the artist, and we stand in front of the paintings and we touch the painting, or we're very close to the painting, so people that are buying online can get a really good idea of size. And that's really what it's all about, Kobe, because we were talking before, even though you have a wonderful mathematical background, most of us don't. And when someone mentions the size of something, so this is probably around 60 by 40, something like that.
Yeah.
But if I said to you, this is 60 by 40, you'd probably just, your brain won't register unless it sees it.
Yes.
And so we do that, and also it gives Kobe the opportunity to tell us a little bit about the painting. And I have to say, this is one of my favourites.
One of your favourites.
Yes, I love it.
Yes, I think the chair is they're just the mustardy colour, the greens and the mustards in the chair. I was really happy with the chair. And it's funny, like sometimes I wait with a panel before I put a colour in, like in this one specifically the purple. I wasn't sure what to put in there. And then I had some colours that were, I had the blues and the reds already with the birds mixed, and then I intermixed that, and then I'll take my palette knife and I'll just...
So it's an interesting, I can't imagine too many people would put purple and blue together, but yet it looks
and then just like,
brilliant.
yay, perfect.
Love it,
Yeah.
absolutely love it.
Yes.
Let's move on to the next one, and this is another one of the little ones.
Yes.
Kobe, you were talking to some people this morning about this one. So what is it about it?
So these three brass pieces, actually, they are in my mother-in-law's house, and they are just beautiful, just beautiful ornaments. And when we were there on holiday a couple of years ago, I took a photo of it.
But you wrote a story about polishing brass as
polishing
well,
brass.
which I read.
That's
I read
right.
that story.
That's right. The wisdom of grandmothers is like, polish your brass and have good manners.
Oh yeah. Well, that's very old-fashioned, isn't it?
It is.
But
And
it's
it
not
is old-fashioned.
But it's
a
not
little
an
bit.
old-fashioned picture. It looks very contemporary with the Banksia, and it's I love it, and I love this checkerboard at the bottom.
That also came in the end. Right at the end, I put the checkered board in.
We'll move on to the next one, because it's also got the check in it.
got
And
that in there
one
as
of the
well.
things I wanted to talk to you about, which it's always appealed to me, is the way you can mix those beautiful floral patterns with, then all of a sudden you'll turn it into a geometric pattern.
Yes.
And they work incredibly well together. Yeah.
Maybe that's where the maths come in, Robin.
Oh,
All
well,
those
there you
years
go.
of
All the years
studying.
maths, there you go. Finally paying off. Wow. And this little library just sitting, pecking away. It looks rather natural in that setting.
Like whenever I go for bush walks, there's a lot of them in the bush
really?
bananas, and they are just fantastic in Sydney.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah.
Oh.
I really like this piece. I must say, when I did it again, it was like I don't know how I'm going to combine everything, but if I look at it now, I'm really proud of this piece.
When I was saying before, we were talking privately, and I secretly said this has to be one of my favourites.
I really like it.
Adore the lilac, but that magnolia is just
magnolias. And such generous flowers.
very
welcoming.
and really works well in that painting. It's beautiful, beautiful painting.
you.
And I have these lovely flowers here, which I'll put in a vase. Thank you, Kobe.
You're welcome.
Because we've got all those lovely proteas,
Oh,
which
they
are
go there.
in
That's
the
right.
paintings, and that's just gorgeous.
Yeah, I really like this one.
Called
I think it's called
Tips on
Tips
Migration?
on Migration. Yes, you know when I wrote the fable,
Yes.
sometimes I look at the image and I see there's something specifically happening, but I did a lot of research on these little birds, the little white eyes, and they are the bravest little birds. They migrate all over like the southern Pacific islands and stuff.
Oh, really?
But even you get them in South Africa as well. And when I read about how brave they are and how courageous they are, how far they actually fly, I thought they must be the stars of the show, and that's why I wrote the
Oh,
film.
we have them here in Australia.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I don't know my birds.
No,
I know
that's
we have
all right.
lots of
That's
bird
all
people
right.
in here.
Yeah, so they come from Tasmania. They trek across the Bass Strait, I think you call it. So no, they are so tiny, but they're so strong.
Well, I do love that painting, as I do this one too,
Yes,
because that's that open protea which we see everywhere now in
Oh,
Australia.
they're
And
gorgeous.
yet, I think they are a South African flower.
They are,
A lot of
they-
people
they-
think they're Australian. They grow really well here, but they are a South
They
African.
are, but they are related to the Waratahs and the Grevilleas and the Banksias. And again, I love that. For me, it's like it's a combination
Well,
of
it's lovely for you
artistry.
to marry
Yeah.
the two countries, isn't it?
And the ceramics in here is a friend of mine, Claire Unger. She does her own beautiful ceramic work. So she's very generously given me some of her pots to work with.
Oh, is she here in Australia?
She is.
Oh, we should have had some in the exhibition.
Yeah.
That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
That would
But
be nice.
I do love that.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous. Now,
Oh, this one.
here's another favourite.
It's
of
very
mine.
yellow. It's very golden.
And that's why I like it, because
Oh,
it's
good.
very rare that I see
Yeah.
yellow that I love.
Yeah.
And yet that is just beautiful. And I think it does have a name, doesn't it? Is that belonging?
No. It's the lovebird.
The
It's
lovebirds. Oh,
So
of course.
it's funny how often these things, with this one, I remember I wanted that idea of I'm looking into the arch and the stairway up, and then the couch happened, and I thought that's such a little lover's seat. We need two birds who, there might be a little bit
gorgeous.
of romance happening.
And you don't even have a staircase in your house, do you? Because I did go to your studio and
A very bland one, just going straight up.
Oh right.
So they've
Yeah,
just
they're very
made the
grand.
ones.
Very beautiful. No, it's lovely.
We make the
It's,
ones with the twirls.
No, they're just.
And they're so exotic, these birds. You can actually get away with the bright colour, because I
Yeah.
mean, look at them.
Yeah, lovely. It's a lovely little painting.
I also love that
Now
one.
this is the grand painting
the
in
grand
the
piece.
exhibition. This is the biggie,
Yes.
and it's even got the grand piano.
Yes.
And I probably shouldn't mention it,
No,
but
you
you
can.
did tell me about the story how that grand piano
Yes.
wasn't there, how you
Oh,
had
gosh.
another painting which you felt
It just didn't fit.
didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work. So I had to sort of reimagine that whole section there, and then I just thought, after a month or so of thinking, what can I put in there? I just thought,
Isn't
of
it-
course it's a piano, of course.
Isn't it interesting? Because I can't imagine a painting there. The piano just looks perfect.
It's perfect.
And it's
Yeah.
just the grandest of paintings. I have another question.
Yeah.
I've always got so many questions. Do you select the frames, or do you allow the framer to select? Because your selection of frames in this exhibition is
Yeah.
quite exceptional, I think.
Well, it's a mixture. So I go to, can I advertise?
Oh, if you want, no problem at
The
all.
art scene in West Ryde, they are amazing, and I've always framed there,
Mm-hmm.
and they give me advice. So they'll say, we think this could work, this
Mhm.
could work. They give options. So
Mhm.
I lean heavily on their advice because, I don't know.
Well, I just think that you've got gold, you've got the natural oak,
Yeah.
some of the little different coloured
Yeah.
timbers,
Yeah.
and each one. And I mean, a lot of exhibitions are framed with the one frame, and I
Yes.
understand that it gives a uniformity. But
Yes.
there's a uniformity in this exhibition too, and
Yeah.
every frame has been selected for each painting, and I think that's really quite beautiful. Having been, we're framers here.
Yeah.
We're not that we do a lot of framing
I'm glad.
anymore, but it's really lovely to see that
Right.
framers are looking at the painting and
Yes.
giving ideas and
Yes.
selecting.
Because eventually the painting will go home out of the exhibition, and it will have to find its other home.
Yes,
somewhere.
no, beautiful. Oh, well, that'll go everywhere. Big, beautiful painting, that one.
Yeah.
And this
Small
is
one.
a little cute, yeah, very small one. Isn't that interesting? Well, the smallest painting and the largest
Oh,
painting together,
yes.
but it works quite well.
Right.
And this was always going to sell very quickly.
Yeah.
Everyone that saw it just went,
Yeah.
love it, love it, love it.
Oh, I love this little painting.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. And I just really love the little dynamics between, especially the women, the Georgian women. In the painting, I thought they're a little bit envious of one another. I think they want to be the favourite. Who's going to be the favourite there? The flowers, the women, the lemons. So much drama.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, that one. Now we just move very quickly
Yeah.
into the next room to see this lovely, lovely,
yeah.
lovely work.
Yeah.
And I think it has these trying times. And yeah, it doesn't
yes.
look like a trying time to me.
No. So this was right in the middle of COVID when I was painting this, and
Yeah, just go a little bit closer
Okay,
so we can
sorry,
see the
against the
size.
size.
Perfect.
yeah. So this was definitely done. When we all had all our meetings on Zoom, everything was on Zoom, and the idea of people just poking through, through the screen, just seeing people in 3D.
Yeah, right.
Was really a theme that I just thought, how can we break through,
Yeah.
the distance we have, and enjoy our homes and embrace the beauty.
Yeah, that is a
That's
really
it.
lovely painting, and I love this sort of sweeping around into another area. You've got two
Yeah.
rooms in one,
For sure.
and you've got the lovely bits and pieces. Okay, we've got to keep going because we're
Yes,
going to run
we're
out
gonna
of
run out of
time.
time. That's
So
good.
we'll move on to the next
Let's
one.
go on.
So this is
Now this is an interesting one
Yes.
because it's a green, which is very comfortable green, which is
that's
not
good,
always.
'cause greens can be iffy.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I say it's a comfortable green because
Okay.
we don't always have greens that
Yes.
are really super comfortable. So tell us about this one.
So this one is, I think I love the idea of also you can see the bit of maths there. You can see the panels.
Yep.
And the patterns, and then softening it with
Yeah.
the birds. And with this one,
Is that a tablecloth? Is that so representative of a tablecloth?
I thought maybe it could be a little mat, a little.
Yeah, because you have that a
you
lot.
know.
I think I've seen it in other
Yeah,
paintings.
it's in the other
sort
one
of
it comes out as
comes
well.
up in the next one.
It's just sometimes you've got the line and it's too sudden, and I just feel like something's got to, I don't know, soften it. Oh, I love this.
Oh, just
Yeah, I love
beautiful.
the warrant.
Well, the warrant is my favourite
Yeah.
flower, and
Yes.
it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah.
It's just really lovely.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this, doing this piece, and that's that amazing character Nora Zinkinson or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I learned so much about that amazing woman and artist.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. And I love that all the paintings on the wall. I love painting. I love walls with lots of paintings. It's my thing.
There's another one.
Yes, well, I know it.
And a staircase.
I just swipe in art gallery, I suppose. I just
Fabulous.
it solves the problem for me. These just all go together. Patterns, more patterns, different patterns, geometric, floral, the staircase with the wrought iron.
There's everything.
It's got it all, but it doesn't. It's busy, but it doesn't seem over busy.
That's wonderful. I'm glad.
And a little bit of surf.
Yes.
Just perfect.
Of course.
So,
Yes.
I think this is everyone's favourite.
Yeah, it's
And it has such a funny name. The Tales of the Borans and the Bookish Magpie.
Yes.
So what's a Boran? Is it this little bird,
These little
obviously?
birds, and they, when I did a bit of research on them, they are in Western Australia, and that's how I sort of tried to create the whole story setting in that area.
Love
But I
that.
love
And
that
this
one.
is another one of my favourites. This vase,
vase.
is everything.
This vase, I will paint this vase the whole day.
Oh,
That's my
it's
favourite
lovely,
vase.
and of course it's already sold. I think it
Yeah.
might have been the first one to sell. Actually,
it's
it
pleasing.
was always going to be one of the stars in this exhibition. It's just there's a beauty about these two that is it's a little different to the others where they have a certain simplicity, whereas the others are hugely busy.
I think so. It's
Really beautiful.
Yeah.
And this one a little bit similar but smaller.
This is, I would say, the weirdest one.
Because the pots are covered.
Can I just say these pots actually do exist in real time, and they're also in my mother-in-law's house.
Oh, what are they made from?
Glass. They just
Wow.
they're all white and glassy and bendy.
How
you know, I
interesting.
don't know.
Are they
That's-
big?
No, they're actually this size. Most probably they are
Right.
life size. Well, what you see.
Yeah,
there.
no,
So,
it's an interesting painting and I love the colour. It's
yeah, feel the
very,
perfect
very
fun.
popular. But again, here's another, I put this one on the front of the catalogue because it just had something that exemplified your paintings. There's always a pot with lots of floral.
Yeah.
There's always flowers, there's birds and patterns.
Pattern.
And
Always a
it
pattern.
and yet it all works. It's divided, not quite in the middle. It's just everything about it just seems right. And who's this? Ruth
Charles
Simons.
Simons. Yeah.
Do I know her or should I?
No, she's a writer, and this
Yeah.
is one of her books that I really adore. It's called Grace Laced, and it's just a lovely inspirational book. So yeah.
Oh, fabulous. Well,
Books.
I thoroughly enjoyed our little walk around.
Thank
We
you.
managed to get round within the time limit. Don't forget, if you would like to buy a painting, just contact me. We have lots of payment options. We can you have lay-bys, long lay-bys, short lay-bys. You can pay and pick it up at the end of the exhibition. You can use Art Money, any system you want. Kobe, thank you so much. It's a beautiful show.
Thank you, Robin.
And congratulations.
Thank you for hanging it so beautifully. Thank you,
My
cameraman
pleasure.
George.